been an enjoyable start to the day so far. Haven't really done anything like super crazy productive, but I'm just starting to get stuff ready for being in Atlanta for DreamHack, which the closer it's getting, I'm getting more and more anxious and excited to be there. I'm hoping to have a good time. I'm not there for any work-related things, so I think I should be able to just focus, network, have a good time, go out with people, and really looking forward to it. And so what I did today is I got up and I watched a couple of the matches. I watched the Cloud9 match, which the result sucks, but was like super good match to watch. So while the results of the Cloud9 match wasn't what I wanted, the intensity of the match, like the entertainment value was absolutely there. Yesterday I did a couple videos, and one of them actually got pretty good response and viewership. The other one kind of snuck under the radar, which may or may not have been intentional. I'm not going to say too much there, but the titling is probably what failed to secure it any type of widespread visibility. And so I actually put out 2 videos yesterday. The vlog from yesterday's kind of weak because I was working on the camera and testing out a couple different things. So I might not even put out a video. I guess I'll figure that out here in a little bit. And so yeah, I'm just going to chill out, watch some more of the matches, get to some editing, and continue to get ready for DreamHack. The reviews so far for Dunkirk, the new Christopher Nolan movie, have been the most incredible, well-written reviews that I think I've ever read. And I haven't gone through to the point where I think there's going to be spoilers. I'm familiar with the story itself because it's based on World War II and it's a historical event. But the reviews are like, Christopher Nolan was born to make this movie, and this is by far Christopher Nolan's best movie, and all these other like super hyperbolic sounding, huge like glowing praise. I can't fucking wait. Right now it's a 9.6 out of 10 on IMDb. I think last I saw it was like a 96 or 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, it's getting hype. And now I'm getting hyped for it. And actually, one of the theaters in Atlanta where I will be this weekend when the movie comes out is one of the locations that's offering it in the full 70mm format that it was recorded in. There's only a handful of theaters, I think, around the country that are having it available. So I'm pretty confident that's going to be one of my goals for the weekend. Even if I go to the fucking movie by myself, that I want to catch that film in the 70mm format in that theater. So what I'll probably end up doing a little bit is trying to get a feel for who's going to be in Atlanta this weekend and who I'm actually going to see, and try to maybe build a list of people that would be interested in going to see it, because I will definitely be there, and it'd be cool to go as like a group of people or friends or something. I'm just really not sure who's going to be at DreamHack, so I'm so excited to see that movie. Christopher Nolan hasn't let me down with this movie so far. I would say the worst one I've seen is probably The Dark Knight Rises, and it still wasn't like terrible. It wasn't awful. It just wasn't great. But if this one is better than all his other movies, like, holy shit, I'm hyped. So I had a really, really good day today. Enjoyed pretty much all of the major matches. Super happy for the guys and excited for the guys on Big, especially. The whole jumping thing that I did a video on the other day, I think it soured the overall performance that team has had at this event. So I wanted to take a moment to just say how impressive they've been. Now the bad news is I think they've only played Inferno, and I'm pretty sure teams aren't going to let them get that map anymore. So we'll see how they have to, they're going to have to put in the work, which I know they'll do. We'll see how they adapt to these BO3s and likely not being able to play Inferno. That said, I didn't really get as much done around the house in terms of stuff for like DreamHack prep that I was hoping for, but I do have a lead on some new sunglasses that I'm going to check out tomorrow to see if I can get some new sunglasses before going to DreamHack, and if not, I'm probably going to be wearing these cheap Amazon ones because they get the job done. As for right now, it is a little bit later in the night. I might game for a little bit. I'm actually expecting someone to message me back on Skype, and if they do, I want to take a call for something that's important. It's really interesting. I found this really, really interesting over the past week or two. When somebody wants you, and this is more in the context of business, but the more I'm thinking about it, I guess you could apply it to maybe relationships and other things. But it's interesting when somebody wants you, they're generally pretty responsive. They're willing to work with you on some things. It's kind of like when you know what? I'm not even gonna go into detail there. But it's interesting because as I've kind of gone through some options, people have come back to me and said like, hey, heard you're thinking about this or this other thing. What if we did this? And what if we made you that? And it's been interesting to see how in demand I think my skills have been. And I actually spent a little bit of time helping someone for free with a brand that I worked with in a different capacity in the past. And it was really interesting because they came to me and they said like, hey, I need help with these things, and you were the person that I thought of, which I think says that I've done a really good job kind of building my own personal brand, which is really cool. Anyway, I think what I'm going to probably do right now is just chill out for a little bit. I might play a game or two. I might just chill and watch some streams. I'm not really too sure just yet. But it's going to be kind of like a good, quiet wind down of a night either way. And then come tomorrow, I have to finish packing. I have to finish my laundry. I've got to get everything kind of ready and checked out and good to go for the trip to Atlanta. I need to remember to bring this camera and then like the card reader and the battery charger, because I have a feeling I'm going to forget like one or two like kind of really important things. I am planning to do daily vlog content from the event, meaning that like I'll record it, edit it, and then post it like I do here, like I did when I first started recording these vlogs way back when. The problem is it's going to be a little bit tricky, I think, just in going to the event, going back to the team house, having to edit it, requires my laptop and just a whole bunch of other crap. So that's kind of what my plan is tomorrow. A lot of just kind of getting stuff done to plan on being away. And then I'm also really considering some crazy travel things because I'm going to be in Atlanta, which is where Delta is. That's the airline I prefer to fly, and they fly basically direct from Atlanta to almost anywhere in the world. And so I'm kind of thinking like maybe I can go see some people and travel somewhere and do it at a much lower cost because I'm already in Atlanta than if I try to do it from here in Charleston. And not quite sure how that would work just yet. Something I gotta give a little bit more thought to, mostly because of my car. The video that I talked about earlier in today's vlog that I did yesterday about whether or not I should start coaching CSGO again, I just wanted to take a minute and thank you guys for all the comments. There was a lot of comments on that video itself, and then I also got a couple messages. Some people tweeted me, so it's really cool. I really do appreciate that feedback. Just like when I stream on Twitch, I like the engagement. And that's it for me on the night. So I'm going to get to fire up a couple streams and see if I feel like gaming. And if I get a message back on Skype, maybe take one call before the end of the night. And then hopefully get up tomorrow motivated to get stuff done and get ready for DreamHack.